But that's pretty cool. He's been all over the place. He's done stuff with the Special Operations Command. When he started as just what do they call it, general support mechanic?
Yes.
He did that, but he did it so well, but he also jumped in and did other stuff. You helped out when the senator or the congressman's plane crashed?
Yes.
Correct? That was a big deal. He made sure he jumped in and helped out, and he got accolades for doing the extra stuff, going that little extra mile. Okay, and SOCOM, I'll never forget this little write-up that I read for the rest of my life, okay? But he basically had to build a water truck out of salvaged parts. Is that true?
Yes.
How the hell do you do that? I don't even know what a water truck does for you except bring me water. I'm sure it was more than that. But he had the ingenuity and foresight to use the resources that available there. Basically what I'm telling you is he became a jack of all trades. Am I wrong? Well, like, this unit needs a jack of all trades. He does everything. Gets everything done. Doesn't matter what it is. Along that same line, if you take a look at what he's done outside of the normal job, how many things he's been involved in helping the community?
Scouts, care and share.
Meals on Wheels, Weebelows, Little League Baseball, Disabled Vet Volunteer, DARE Motorcycle Mentorship Program that you like doing about the highway, Bouncer at a bar. We had a little problem with that. I found he had a second job, wouldn't tell me when I was the commander of this unit. He was a bouncer at the bar. Habitat for Humanity, we kind of mentioned. He did all the stuff, just kind of, he wanted to help the community. I just think he liked the bar, but that was just my own personal. You might as well get paid for being there, exactly. And then, where the hell did you get, or how, my apologies for using that word, please don't take offense to it. The Wolf Refuge Center. How did you get involved with that?
That was through NCOA.
Was it?
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. That impressed the hell out of me. I never thought about helping wolves out. They normally eat people, but it's all right. He did the stuff outside the job, but the other pieces that are really key for his job, you heard some of the awards that he won, the ACC award. By the way, that's not a simple thing. Air Combat Command is the largest command in the Air Force. Okay? Tens of thousands of people. He won the award. It's pretty impressive. That extra little bit, NCO of the year, 2006. Airman and NCO of the quarters. I mean, the awards were there. But do you ever take note of him? Does he stand out? No. He doesn't because he just does his job. That's okay. Hey, he just does his job. Remember that thing I was going to tell you why I'm here? Remember that statement right now. He just does his job. But he does more than that, just like I mentioned. I did have to write some of this down because it was a little bit hard to remember all, but I'm going to throw some words at you, and they resonate in each one of his performance reports. You may look at his performance reports I did. There's some 4s and there's some 5s, and it's a different time frame when you started and when I was in, how they did performance reports. They all say basically that we all walk on water, but these words mean something. Initiative, that was when he was an airman. A lot of airmen don't have initiative. They don't know just to get out there and start moving. We've got a smarter force now, but this guy kind of led that way. I had to write the words really big because I don't want to use my glasses and look older than I am. Positive attitude, phenomenal, snapshot professional, ahead of peers, unparalleled experience, mission orientated. I think that was your proudest one because you love the mission. Masterful resource management skills, draws on personal drive and motivation, dedication. Exemplified service before self. Those are all words that are throughout his EPRs no matter where you look. Why is that? It's real simple, folks. Because he wasn't just the vehicle maintainer. He was also a pharmacist. I bet you didn't know that. He jumped in and volunteered to be a pharmacist. How the hell do you learn that quick? I don't know. I think he wanted the drugs, but no, he didn't. Hazmat specialist. You were even helping out with the honor guard, correct? This humble guy that just kind of disappears in the woodwork that you don't see or don't recognize. Okay? He was also recognized for being a fire and rescue specialist. Because what I learned was this man, I didn't want to be around him half the time, and you don't either. Because wherever he is, there's usually an accident occurring, okay? Twice, he had to put out fire to help fellow airmen. One was an air conditioning fire. The other one was downrange. Some young soldier came down and said, hey, my tent's on fire. What do I do? He doesn't hesitate. He just runs in, fights the fire, gets it out, and goes, okay, it's done. Then he kind of walks on, does his own thing. And the other time, an award that way, he finally got through for your courage. There's a massive car pilot. How many of you guys know the story about this? You'll love this one. You do. It's my favorite story. Because that's what I expect that's what I expect out of your guys, and I expect out of everyone over here sitting on the right and back here. Major car accident. Fog is thicker than pea soup, apparently, right?
It was a sandstorm.
Sandstorm. Sandstorm's thick. He witnesses the accident in front of him. Okay, cars are piling up. He goes, helps a young lady and her kid. Pulls him out of the car. Seconds later, the car gets rear-ended and gets hit. Correct?
Yes.
The door damn near misses him by 2 or 3 inches. He runs after the other car to pull the 2 other children out. And he's starting to direct emergency relief. There was like a 40 car pilot or something ridiculous. There's 10 more cars that ran into the
It was like 18.
18?
And 2 fatalities.
2 fatalities, 18, and how many people were wounded or injured?
Remember, Brian?
I think the number that I saw was around 40. Just out of habit. So that's why I mentioned fire rescue. Pretty cool. He got an award for that too from the Air Force. That kind of shit's heroic. That's the kind of shit I saw this last year when I was down in Afghanistan too, that everybody here would do if you had to. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're a TACP. It doesn't matter if you're support or intel or anybody else. It matters that you have the fortitude to be able to do what's right at that time. And this man who keeps sitting here kind of fades in the blue flag in the back with the U.S. flag. You just don't notice it. But he's there. So why did I want to come here? Real simple. I talked to your old boss, and she said hi. I'm an instructor at the National Defense University, and she's one of the students. And I was laughing my ass off when I saw that. No, I still get to make her do push-ups. But she says hi, and she wants to say thanks for your service. She wanted me to make sure I convey that to you, just like you got it from your boss right now. But she knew the same thing I did. I go, what did you think of that? How do you describe Sischo? How do you describe it? It's real simple. It's really, really simple. Her words and mine follow through with a simple saying. Have you guys ever heard the silent warrior? Okay? He's just kind of there, but when you need him, he's there. And the other one is, you represent the heart of the enlisted corps. Okay? You are truly, the picture in the dictionary, when it talks about the enlisted corps, if you really think about it, even with that damn long hair, I could never get him to get a haircut. Okay? But he gets the job done when he needs to. He tries to balance a life. We all got issues. We all got issues when we have problems with families or otherwise. I know it wasn't easy for you, and that's something not to negate because he kept raising his hand to go down range whenever he could. And I know he's not trying to get away from me. What he's trying to do is do his job. And we all want to do that. That's what we're here for. Okay? But at the end, just tell you 4 words for me personally. You're a patriot. You're a warrior. You're a mentor to these guys, and they don't even know it. That's the coolest part about it. And you're a friend. Now, for you guys, why did I have you sit up here to understand the message? Real simple, folks. It's on my dime that I'm here, not anybody else's. I wanted to be here because when I was down range, several times that I was, even at my other units with a group commander and the squadron commander here, when a colonel above me or a 1-star, 2-star, even a 4-star was going to ask me, Nick, I need you to go out and do X, Y, and Z. If it had anything to do where I needed a jack of all trades, who's the first man who I was thinking about? And I just started smiling to the gentleman. I go, you know what? I'm not worried about it. Because this man can take a former palace in another country's regime, okay, and become a carpenter, an electrician, a demolition man. He was basically a contractor in a foreign country. Redid that entire building so Air Force personnel could live in it and have a place to live towards the beginning of the war. Anybody that can do that kind of shit, that's who I want on my team. That's why I was smiling when I answered the gentleman. Sir, got it. It's a done deal. That's why he's so special. So, you're here in the front because this ceremony is not just about him. It is for him. It's so his family can recognize what the contributions were, but to say thanks for the family, especially you, Dee, and the sons, Bradley and Brian, for putting up with you being gone all this time. But also for you to understand how important it is for such a great career. Sometimes it's overlooked, but not this time. Cool? So, thanks, brother.
Thank you, Colonel Vite. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the reading of the retirement order.
Publish the order.
Department of the Air Force, Special Order Number AC005534. Tech Sergeant Chad W. Sischo, you are relieved from active duty, 13th Air Support Operations Squadron, 3rd Air Support Operations Group, Fort Carson Army Installation, Colorado. Retired, effective 1 November 2011, per Air Force Instruction 363203, in the grade of Technical Sergeant, by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Sergeant Sischo, we are pleased to present you with a certificate of retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America, which reads, to all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that Technical Sergeant Chad W. Sischo, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the 1st day of November, 2011.
You can clap.
Next, we'd like to present Sergeant Sischo with a certificate of appreciation from the President of the United States for his service in the Armed Forces of the United States, which reads, I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps, and for all Americans who join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for your happiness and success in the future. Signed, Barack Obama, Commander-in-Chief.
So next time, the next one, because we go through several of these, I want to hear some cheering or some shit. Is this a happy day for you?
Yes, very good.
How happy? Give me some motivation.
Extremely happy.
You see the quiet soldier? I'm telling you.
We'd also like to present a letter of appreciation from the commander of the 93rd AGAL. Dear Sergeant Sischo, on the occasion of your retirement from active duty, please accept my most sincere appreciation for your faithful service to the United States Air Force and our nation. I hope you will look back fondly on your military career, remembering significant events and reliving your many achievements. You should know that in an era when few answer the call to serve and fewer still remain beyond the first assignment, your career commitment stands as an example for those who would follow in your footsteps to willingly serve their nation in order to protect our freedom, liberty, and way of life. Service is a noble calling, and one I am sure you found personally challenging and rewarding. Please know that as you leave our ranks, you take with you our very best wishes for a new and exciting chapter in your life. On behalf of the men and women of the 93rd Air Ground Operations Wing, I extend to you our heartiest congratulations and thanks for a job well done. Sincerely, Scott A. Kinsvater, Colonel, United States Air Force.
Brown.